evening, sports fans.
Good evening, sports fans.
Welcome. We have a lot to talk about, a lot to discuss tonight. But first, let me start out by giving shout-outs to certain people. Sonny Wells, it's your show, my man.
Sonny.
Until you get back, shout-out to you. Of course, shout-out to Smitty. Shout-out to Sun Lady, Dewan. Vince, he might be creeping in here any minute now, but we're going to go ahead and hold down the fort, myself and Donnie Rambo.
Doc's here.
Exactly. So we're going to go ahead and do it with Bubba's the engineer extraordinaire. So we're going to take care of business and talk about so many different topics of the world of sports. I don't even know where to get started.
We just jump in. It is a...
All right. Let's get started. Go ahead, Doc. You start it out?
No, I just want to say that the All-Star Game, which is the biggest thing that just recently occurred within the last few days.
Right.
I just thought it was fantastic in the sense of the skill challenge that was done,
right,
and the slam dunk contest. A lot of them say that the contest before this last one between Michael and Dominique was top dog, but this was something else.
That was an excellent slam dunk competition. I might even split it down the middle and had both of them win as opposed to Zion winning. Now I could certainly go with him, and there's no question that he deserved it.
Right.
Aaron Gordon deserved it too.
That's the thing.
Cats, it was just really hard to decipher, distinguish between the two. And then also, like you said about the 3-point shooting contest, that came right down to the wire as well for the Golden State.
Right. Between
pulling out.
You know what? On that, I kind of think Curry let him win.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
If you see them last 2 racks that he shot, I'm like, really?
Yeah, but I don't know.
I'm just saying that.
But I will say this.
What's that?
I certainly enjoyed the competition and the skills challenge before the actual All-Star game. I'm sorry, Doc. That All-Star game, man, is
that was horrible.
Similar to NFL, man.
That
those
was
cats
horrible.
are just going through the motions.
That was horrible.
See,
that's what I'm saying about All-Star game. That's something that I mentioned before, just a little bit about the Pro Bowl.
Right.
How I was discussed with that.
Sure.
If you look at the basketball NBA All-Star game itself, it was horrendous, man.
Yeah, and the thing about it is, I know they're not trying to get hurt. I know they respect each other like crazy. I know they're there, because they were voted in, and obviously the coaches picked the other one, and it's an honor. And on top of that, every one of them get a lot more money too. I'm talking about in their contracts. It stipulates if you make the All-Star team, you get X amount more dollars. But going through that exhibition, man, is just, I just think it's pathetic. I mean, cats aren't playing defense. It's even worse than the regular season. Cats are backing up off of cats. You can easily see that even attempting to play defense.
Not even
right through the ball. I'm saying, man, even going through the motions, it needs to look better than that. I mean, at least give me a competitive game, fellas.
No.
And don't give me the last minute of the game if it's competitive. I mean, this year it wasn't even.
It wasn't even the last quarter. Typically, you get the last quarter.
Well, you might even get the last 5 minutes.
Well, you didn't get the last 5 seconds of this thing. It was horrible.
It was actually.
And I think that they should. I know they don't want to get hurt, but this is not NFL.
That's what I'm trying. Yeah,
come on, this is the NBA.
Right, and on top of that, now Westbrook. Again, you look at the fact that Westbrook won back-to-back MVPs of the All-Star game. You got cats like LeVane winning the dunk contest. All those cats going to UCLA. I can get so many others, and UCLA can't win a national championship, can't even get close. But you see talent going through that program year after year after year, and these cats are even excelling on the top level. But yet when they're there at UCLA, it's like you know what I mean?
Well, for the past decade, UCLA each year. Have 1 or 2 potential NBA players on their squad, but they never stay.
Or more, right.
They're not there.
Right.
There's no cohesiveness to the basketball program like I think all the programs across the nation.
Well, hold on now. But what about the Kentuckys of the world? So many.
Hold on. I know Kentucky. I'm not. I don't drink Kentucky's.
No, but I'm just saying they're only there. A lot of them are only there for.
But I say 1 or 2.
Right.
On the program versus you look at Kentucky, they top 6 or 7, potential NBA players, coming out of high school, and how they could have been perhaps gone in the draft if they didn't have the one and done rule.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about. But UCLA's been sprinkling about for the past 10 years. Maybe have 1 or 2 on the team, but
or more.
For
you look at some of those. Some of the teams they've had 3, 4 cats. Going into the league. But go ahead.
But I'm saying that the program itself, there is no hasn't been any type of cohesiveness to the program. Okay, and then you have the present coaching staff there now.
Right.
If you really look at UCLA, it's a very weak team. Okay.
Well,
no.
I don't know about that.
I think. Okay, look at your losses that you have had. I'm saying you because you're a Bruin.
You're definitely Bruin. Right, definitely Bruin. No doubt.
Look at the losses that have occurred.
Right.
Okay, and look at the current state of the team and look how they play.
Yeah, no,
but
if you look at definitely the talent should play better and they should perform at a higher level than what it's doing. No question about that. But we'll pick that up though.
Okay.
We'll pick that up a little bit later on in the show. I definitely want to touch upon. We'll hopscotch around the different topics, like you said, so many of them. But we want to get started on the Monty Williams situation, the tragic that happened to his
situation.
Wife, and it just goes to show you, man, you can't take any time for granted.
Well,
you know what I mean? I mean that's just that's so shocking. It's so difficult to understand how he's even going to make it through, and how he has 5 children.
5.
For those who don't know,
5.
Explain what happened.
Okay, go ahead, Doc.
Well. Yes, he lost his wife, and his children, 5 in number, lost their mother.
In a tragic automobile accident.
In a terrible automobile accident. And down south, he's presently coaching at...
He's an assistant coach.
At
is OKC? Mm-hmm. Yeah, Oklahoma City.
Okay, down in that area, man, it's a lot of 2-lane
See, I'm not familiar with
because I'm from down in Louisiana, and it's dangerous, man.
Gotcha.
Okay, because you can go past someone, and if they're intoxicated or having their vision to be impaired, they hit you head on going at a high rate of speed.
You saying they don't have the center dividers, the guardrails?
That is just a dirt, maybe, down the center divider. And it's how it used to be years ago going to Vegas. Okay?
Right.
And very easy. Someone can veer off into you and hit you head on, man. It's a bad situation. So that appeared to have happened with this case with his wife.
Yeah.
But I have a great deal of respect for the man.
Certainly.
And in a sense, I heard what he said at her funeral. And I would say preach. Someone else said, I'll say the same thing. He, as a Christian and as having an understanding about death.
Right.
And in that process of itself of life, I can understand where he's coming from, and I totally agree what he said at her funeral. I don't know if he was doing a eulogy or what, but and I would say with this man, I'm surprised he's not a head coach somewhere. He seemed to have a great grip on things.
He was just a head coach last year.
Yeah, at New Orleans.
Right,
but that whole situation, I can understand that.
Right. Well, let's put it like this. I think he would do a better job than what what's his name is doing down there, who's been a head coach, Alvin Gentry's been down there.
Alvin Gentry.
He's had, 3 or 4 coaching jobs.
I hate to cut from him, but like I said, the Mr. William McGarry did respect for her, and I think if I had a team and just hearing him, I would get a great feel from him that he have a great take on life.
Yeah, well,
if he can match that with ball players, I think you may have something there with him. Well,
certainly, I was really surprised that New Orleans let him go last year because certainly it looked like that New Orleans Pelican squad was definitely improving. Number one, number two. I mean, they made the playoffs. So it looked like they were improving with arguably the best player in the league with Davis.
I can kind of understand it. I think he was caught in a bad situation because patience is not a great thing that team owners have in the NBA, and I can kind of understand it because this is such a instantaneous world that we live in, and patience is not something that they're going to have, even with Davis. Okay, and when you have Davis as such just coming out, you really are handcuffed because he's not really ready to take over to a team. Even to this day, he's not totally to his fault.
Right.
Mr. Gentry had a lot to do with that personally. What's going on with him because you're trying to change him too much instead of just let him play and bring a team around what he brings to the court versus bringing him around what a team brings to the court.
And certainly bringing other players around him that complement his talents, more than what they have there. I can't see Gentry making it past the end of the season, but at the same token.
Well, it called poor evaluation of a top talent. And I think that's what Mr. Gentry did. Even when he became the head coach.
I'm saying to myself, I don't understand. I mean, he's had other stops in the past.
Yeah, but you got to look at the stop. I never was high on
Wait, I wouldn't high on Gentry. That's what I'm saying. Exactly.
Okay,
right.
I'm
but
not high.
You know what happens, though? A lot of times when a team wins the championship, their top assistant will automatically get top consideration from openings around the league.
Well,
so even though they might not be the best fit for that particular team, it's like the fact that they're the next in the pecking order, and they're saying, okay, well, Gentry was Kerr's top assistant. They won the championship. He has some experience. He's had at least two head coaching jobs in the past. Let's give him a chance with this up and coming superstar, and let's see what they can do.
Well,
I'm saying that's some of the logic.
That's their logic, but I have this theory: winning can give you a lot, but winning can cover up a lot of weakness.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Just because he was the second in charge of that team in Golden State that won, I don't mean you can be a great coach. Just like my thing with Walton, everybody, singing his praises and saying that, he's the next great coach, young coach to come in the NBA. I don't see that.
Well, I think in Walton's case, I might disagree with you there. I think in Walton's case, I think that I could definitely see some. I could definitely see some potential there. Now is he the next? I mean, the next Bill Jackson? No, but I'm saying I would definitely give Walton a good.
I could give him a look. Has to be a long one. Okay, because in today's NBA, you got to look at the talent structure of the NBA. The NBA is talent, but you got young men here who you got to get to galvanize themselves. To win, and you need someone to get them there. Okay, because they evidently they can't get there by themselves. If they could, they will need a coach. But you need a coach.
I don't know. Some of them probably
don't. Some of them think they can. That's why they don't win. But you need that. So, that word I would put the word potential to Mr. Walton. But I won't roll out the red carpet to him like a lot of. A lot of teams probably will.
I'm sure at the end of the season they're going to at least be more than handful of teams that are willing to give him a shot.
To me, taking a lot and winning don't mean you're a great coach. Taking little and making a lot. That word potential, okay, I would attack to that coach. Okay, because to me, that showed that you have the potential.
Well, my point is, you're going to have to give him an opportunity.
You can give him an opportunity, but you have to give him an opportunity where the opportunity is not set for him to fail.
Well, yeah, but you know what? So opportunity knocks. A lot of times you have to get it when you can get it.
Well, it's opportunity knocks for him, but if I'm the one, the door that he's knocking on for his opportunity, I really have to take a long look at it.
Okay, how about this? What about the Knicks job? What about the Lakers job? What about those two jobs? Would you consider him for either one of those head coaching positions? Considering what's already there?
Considering they have nothing?
By Wisconsin. Wait a minute. I think the Lakers have a head coach in place, right?
They have a head coach who's auditioning. Okay, they have a head coach who, number one, His general manager this week gave him about the weakest vote of confidence
It was a no vote, man.
The weakest vote of confidence, if you want to call it that.
That wasn't even a vote of confidence.
That wasn't even a vote of confidence. I don't know what that was.
He said, I don't even want to discuss it.
And he comes out, which to Byron's credit, I know nobody likes him. Everybody think that, oh my God, he's just killing this team.
Right.
To his credit, he is sticking to his guns. Okay, he is saying that I'm a strong disciplinarian,
right.
And these kids, I believe in giving them tough love. He is not changing. I got to give him credit for that.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
But
so that means he will get his pink slip at the end of the season. Right. I'm just asking. You know,
if I was Mitch,
right?
Okay,
right. I mean that includes Mitch too.
Okay. Yeah, Mitch is on. Well,
come on now.
I know Mitch is,
right.
But if I was Mitch,
right?
Byron, I have to see in him a willingness to change.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you have to adjust and adapt to what you have.
And right now, he's showing that he is not a coach for today NBA.
And that's why I'm saying he shouldn't even be there.
Well,
that's
you got to give him a chance, like everybody
did. They did.
Okay, they gave him a chance,
right.
But Byron's stubbornness,
right,
stick-to-itness to his philosophy, philosophy of coaching. It doesn't work, By.
Yeah, because what I'm saying is even we know they have deficiencies. We know they have a lot of deficiencies. And I'll start with number one and Kobe Bryant. We haven't even touched upon him yet, and that'll take a whole show. But what I'm saying is you look at the fact that he said he's going to hang his hat. His hallmark was his defense, man. You're supposed to shut down the other team. I don't care what else is going on. Hard work, diligent effort, and defense.
Defense.
And they're the worst team in the league.
But we're not talking about a defense where you have a 6 man of the year.
I'm not talking about exactly.
Okay, hold on. But I'm just saying, his definition of defense, like I said, is not. It's yesteryears. You got to play team defense in order to play defense, which means that you got to have everybody all in.
Helping out, exactly. But
this team is too fragmented in the sense of his coaching them.
But Doc, what I'm saying is he's saying on defense, man, if everybody's picking up their own weight, even if you're all falling short, everyone is collectively as a whole. Everyone's working as hard as they can to prevent the other player from scoring, stopping gaps, this, that, and the other. And that's exactly what they're not doing. They're not responding to his coaching philosophy.
But to play defense, you got to have the ability to play defense. None of these guys show that they do.
But that's what he's saying. He's saying that. What I'm saying is that he's saying that anyone out there. I'm not saying you have to be a Michael Cooper. I'm not saying T.R. Dunn or somebody catch. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about look. Every player out there can play a lot better than what they're doing on defense.
Not necessarily. That's what he go wrong at. Okay, that's what he's going wrong at. Okay, there come a time to say that, okay, this guy can't do it.
Right, okay, on that note, we're going to take a break, and we'll come back in just a minute.
Hey, are you tired of those same old energy drinks with bad taste? Make a switch to Pit Bull Energy Drink with a guaranteed no aftertaste. Pit Bull offers more energy with ginseng and vitamins B6 and B12. With a ginger ale lemon lime flavor, Pit Bull meets the consumer's demand for better tasting and healthier energy products with a guaranteed no aftertaste. Make a switch to Pit Bull Energy Drink. Pit Bull offers more energy with ginseng and vitamins B6 and B12. With a ginger ale lemon lime flavor, Pit Bull meets the consumer's demand for better tasting and healthier energy products. For more information on Pit Bull energy drinks, bars, and mixes, visit their website at hiphopbev.com. That's hiphopbev.com. Online orders available at hiphopbev.com.
Welcome back, sports fans. Yes, earlier we were discussing the Lakers and the Byron Scott situation, but we're going to go ahead and talk about the other team, the other NBA team in Los Angeles, the Clippers.
My Clippers.
Right, it was LA Clippers. Doc wants to chime in on a couple of comments about them. Their record is still impressive. I mean, considering, but they have a lot of shifting parts, and let's see how they stand up at the end of the season and going into the playoffs. Well, and about the Blake Griffin situation as well. Go right ahead.
The record is good. I'm not impressed because you have the talent to have this type of record. So that don't impress me. Okay. He made some moves, which were good.
Right.
Green, I think, one thing I don't like is he had that old attitude of putting back the band together. Green is another ex-player of his.
But I think it's certainly an upgrade from Stevenson, right?
Yes, anything upgrade from Stevenson.
Right, that's what I'm getting.
Stevenson is totally. Are you talking about someone whose stock have deflated in the NBA?
I know.
Stevenson.
I know.
But anyway, I agree with.
I did see a couple of flashes of talent from him a couple of times this season.
No, it's not enough for the money you make and what you have come from.
Right.
Okay. You go back North Carolina, but you go back to
Indiana.
To Indiana.
Right.
I mean, you talking about a stock that
He was
bottomed
born an
out.
all-star. He was born
He
an
bottomed
all-star.
out, man. So that little flash, I don't mean nothing.
Okay.
You're not supposed to have that. But so he made a good move. We beat San Antonio on last night, but I'm taking that. Popovich could be just.
Right. We know how Pop is.
Yeah,
Right.
you playing Pop, and he can give you something.
Pop is Pop, right?
I want you to digest. You realize, nah, I shouldn't eat this. Okay,
Right.
So that's Pop.
What about minutes to Chris Paul? Do you think that's going to?
There's too many. I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like it. Right. But Doc is sticking with his kid. I'm pretty sure that somebody out there that we could have potentially looked at. But we're not. We're sticking with this kid, which I don't agree with. I don't like
I'm
Rivers
with
at
you on
all.
that. I think eventually the bubble's going to burst,
But
and the Clippers going to come back.
Yeah, Paul is playing too many minutes, so we just got to keep an eye on the situation. Blake Griffin and his
situation.
guy he's
right.
deal with. I still understand this relationship.
Well,
it's back.
They play a pretty easy opponent tomorrow in the Golden State Warriors.
Well,
so we'll see how that one turns out.
Well, let's see. I think the thing's going to be a little tough because Portland laid a beating on them tonight, and tomorrow night they're going to come out blazing.
Exactly.
So that's not what you want.
Right.
But I think that we should be able to give them a show.
It'll be a nice measuring stick to see where they are.
Yeah.
All right, let's pop over into someone who seemed like he had a squeaky clean image up until very recently. Your starting quarterback for your Super Bowl champions in Peyton Manning.
Mr.
It seemed like his image is taking a hit recently, and also one of the all-time great boxers, especially in recent years, and Manny Pacquiao. He made a couple of disparaging remarks that leave a lot to be desired, even from his own promoter. Doc, you want to chime in on those two?
Well, first, Peyton Manning, and I always say this: everybody has a closet. Mm-hmm. Okay, some of them open our doors and let people see what's in them. Some of them keep them closed until somebody say, "Ooh, let's open this door."
Open that door, right?
So the door has been open on Manning. That could have remained closed if he wasn't such an competitive, egotistic maniac in a sense. Because this whole thing with this young lady, I personally from reading all the accounts and listening to what's been said, falling off a table to moon somebody, bunch of bull. He actually did this. He had a chance to squash it because there was an out-of-court settlement.
That's right.
With a confidentiality agreement, which means that everybody just shut your mouth, go your ways, and this is done. Mm-hmm. But no, he couldn't. That's what I'm saying. Ego. He couldn't let that go. Yeah. Him and his father, the great Manning family, had to bring this young lady down. So what they do? Yeah. Write a book.
Wrote a book about and mentioned
and
that
put
in the
her
book.
in it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, the door, that old closet door that you could have had closed, is open now.
Right.
Okay, and you deserve exactly what you're getting.
Now,
okay?
what about the media in terms of they're bringing it up after the Super Bowl when the damage? I mean, pretty much. I don't know how much damage it would really do, or definitely being a distraction going into the Super Bowl. It seems like they already had that information. Couldn't they have brought it up? Like the week before the Super Bowl or 3 days before the Super Bowl, or did they wait because it was Peyton Manning until after, where it's really not going to matter too much in terms of distracting the team from.
Okay, one thing.
You know what I mean? And now if that were Cam Newton, I think maybe they would have brought.
I'm going to parallel that to Cam.
Right.
Peyton Manning, Mr. Peyton Manning, Mr. Squeaky Queen Peyton Manning, they was going to cover it up. Okay, they was going to bring that out.
Yeah.
Okay, even if they knew it, but even if they brought it out, the way Denver played that game, Manning had, if you take 100%, he had about 10% of what transpire in that victory.
True,
okay?
but in terms of distraction,
It would have, to me, that defense, it wouldn't have made a difference.
Okay.
I personally think that it wouldn't have made a difference because he was at this point in time in his career and with that team, you're not an important focal point, okay? Because they didn't need you to win that game.
Just not to screw it up.
Yeah, they could have just not to screw it up. They could put the Osweiler in there and that defense played and just don't screw it up and probably would have scored more. Okay, be honest about it. They just look at it. So no, but to parallel it to Cam Newton, it's one thing that I believe in. Long as you're an African American athlete, a politician, a businessman, a teacher, a doctor, and you have aspired to heights in whatever career that you're in, I hate to tell you this, you got to be doubly sharp that it took to get there. You got to be doubly sharp what it takes to stay there.
Right.
Okay, because number one, they're gonna come after you. Okay, and I don't want I don't want us to be crying about, well, we got to do such thing. Yeah, that's the way it is. Okay, but hopefully on that trail that you took to get where you're at, you gain some insight as to how America is. Because one thing about America, and when you speak of Cam and Peyton Manning, America, everybody wants America to be rose colors, and that's that fancy word diversity. But America is not that. America is black and white. Okay, and the minute that African American profession, whatever profession you're in, once you get to the top,
certain level,
remember that.
Right.
The world is black and white, and everything is doubly hard on Cam than it would be for Mr. All-American Peyton Manning.
And in addition to that, he didn't have the driving force and definitely the resources nor the clout of someone like his father, which is the great Archie Manning. Back in Cam Newton, he didn't have that type of.
Well, he had a father, but he had a father that was centered on really himself.
Right, but not in the football realm, in the football world, where he could definitely pull strings and shake hands and make sure certain things wouldn't get out about his.
Well,
side.
he can pull strings, and
not to the degree of Archie
white,
Manning.
Okay,
right,
white, you can pull a string. Black man trying to pull some strings, it don't work.
And not only that, but like I say, with his long legacy in the football world, I'm sure they want.
Well, they cover it up. It's America. That's what America is. And I don't know what we see as African American.
Right.
I'm like, take the glasses off.
Look
at the world what it is, man.
On that note, let's jump around to let's talk about baseball for a minute. Pitchers and catchers are reporting.
Speaking of black and white,
spring training. I want you to give me your assessment on the Dodgers. What type of year you think they're going to have, and also the Angels. I heard the Pujols is having foot problems again. He can't even get to spring training without having foot problems again. And also, are the Dodgers actually in a rebuilding mode without telling a lot of their fan base that they're really trying to rebuild? What do you think about this?
The Dodgers are in an influx situation. You're trying to get from one stage what the team is in into another. They want to get to a rebuilding stage,
right?
But it's kind of hard when you really look at the Dodgers roster,
right?
It's kind of loaded there.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Okay, you can't rebuild with that.
Well, yeah, they're going to have to. They're going to have to shift.
But like I said, they're influx because you want to rebuild, but you look at your roster. That's not a rebuilding roster that you have.
Well, they brought in the present GM to do.
They brought him in to fix it.
Right.
Okay.
But he had something that needs to be fixed.
But that's why he's in flux. He want to rebuild. But check out all this stuff on the roster as it is. Yeah. He came in with the payroll over $200 million.
Easily.
He came in with it. Now, he didn't come in with a payroll of $50 million.
No.
Okay?
Like
you can rebuild with that.
Like he might have been used to with Tampa Bay.
Yeah, you can rebuild that. But you can't rebuild with a payroll of $250 million.
Yeah.
That's an influx.
And then you have players like Ethier that's still on the squad. He's taking up a chunk of, is Crawford still there? I'm assuming
Crawford's still there.
Crawford's still there.
Ethier's still there.
Well, you figure Puig is going to stay. Or is he?
Puig is. To be honest with you,
would you trade him?
I trade everybody.
Oh, you can't trade Kershaw.
I know you. Huh?
Not Kershaw.
No, I'm talking about the outfield.
Okay.
You're talking about position players.
Okay.
I'm talking pitching.
Okay.
The position players. Everybody, because there's nobody solid on that team except for Gonzalez. Okay?
Well, hold on, but Gonzalez, if you're giving me Gonzalez as your best player best position player going into the season, you have major problems. There's no way you can depend on
I'm
that
saying
man.
Gonzalez because if you take a look at the Dodgers, Gonzalez has been very consistent. Okay,
Yeah, but
Gonzalez.
he's
But hold on.
outfield.
When you look at baseball player,
Right.
Okay, you're looking at it a little different. When you look at a baseball player, I want to look at who's solid.
Okay.
Okay. Then I'm gonna go from position.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. Right. Absolutely right. On that note, we will pick that up another time. But we definitely want to come back to that. But I did want to touch upon the AD situation as well with the U.S. with the two marquee colleges and universities in Los Angeles. USC, which it looks like they're about to find a new AD pretty soon. They said the national search, as well as UCLA, not giving them a pass because the football program is starting to take a turn for the worse. The basketball program looks like they might not even make the tournament this year. And Dan Guerrero, definitely the spotlight needs to be on him because he's the one who's bringing in those two.
Okay, let's stay
Go ahead.
with your two sports.
Right.
Football.
Right.
Jim Mara.
Right.
He's in control. Okay, he realized that Guerrero can't do nothing to him. Okay, you want to get rid of me? Hold on, you're gonna pay through the nose to do so.
Okay.
Your basketball coach,
Right.
Same situation. Got them contracts. You want to get rid of me?
Yeah.
Got to pay through the nose to do so. And Guerrero, hold on.
But we don't have alumni that can.
Hold on.
Okay.
Guerrero and your alumni.
Right.
Guerrero don't like confrontation. You want to let everything just take care of itself. Your baseball team's doing well, but last year
Come
they had
on.
a little issue.
But
Hold on,
right.
hold on. Now.
Right.
I'm just trying to look at your program, your
Right.
programs
Right.
that you have at UCLA, and why that they're just going status quo. Okay, because number one, you have an AD that do not want to be confrontational with any of his major sports head coaches.
Isn't that
Jim
part
Mar-
of the job if he needs to be?
That can be his job, but how long he's been in that job?
Yeah.
Huh?
He's been there for several years.
How long he been in that job? And look at everything have transpired there.
True.
Okay, so he is like, okay, fine, Jim.
Yeah.
Arnold, okay, yeah, you can come on board, but you're losing. And let's go back when we started in the beginning of this thing with UCLA in their basketball program.
Right.
Poor evaluation of talent. And when I say that, you have got a lot of weak talent in to come to that school. You look at your program. Just look at this year alone.
I disagree with that part, though.
look at your program.
Okay, but you know what? Because of the time constraints, I want you to touch upon USC, and we'll come back to these topics.
Well, USC. Let's go back. I think we had the discussion maybe off air that when Pat Hayden hired the new head coach,
right?
I said that Pat Hayden's gone. He knows
sure
he's
did.
gone.
You
because
called that. You definitely called that.
You can't
There's no
put
doubt about it.
That football team, a major Power 5 school, in that type of position, because you had a coach who really haven't been proven that he can really take you to where you want to go.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And he hired him out of goodwill to this man. But that is the worst day that I'm telling you now.
Yeah.
You're going to see as it may come to fruition, it may not come to fruition. That's the worst thing you did to that football program.
Well, they certainly didn't look good in the bowl game.
That's the worst thing he did to that football program.
Right. On that note, sports fans, I guess we're going to pick it up next week. Thank you very much for joining us. And we definitely got other topics we didn't get a chance to get to within the
Come with us next week.
But come
We
with us
got
next
some more
week, and
juicy
we'll pick it up from there and then something. Again, shout out to Sunny Lady, shout out to Sonny, Smitty, DeJuan Vince. Have a good evening, everyone. Bye-bye.
Good evening.